Escape from the nightmare, a harrowing suburban horror. Sarah's heart pounded as the creature continued to throw itself against the door, the wood splintering further with each impact. She knew she couldn't hide forever. She needed to find a way to escape. Glancing around the room, her eyes landed on the window. She rushed over and tried to push it open, but it was stuck fast. Cursing under her breath, she looked around for something to break the glass. Her gaze fell on an old fireplace poker in the corner. Grabbing it, she swung it at the window with all her might. The glass shattered, raining down on her as she quickly climbed through the opening, cutting her hands and arms in the process. She could hear the creature howling in frustration behind her as she dropped down to the ground below. Without pausing to catch her breath, Sarah took off running into the dark, stormy night. The rain pounded down on her as she stumbled through the mud, branches whipping at her face. She could hear the creature crashing through the underbrush behind her, gaining ground with each passing second. Up ahead, Sarah could just make out the shape of her truck parked in the driveway. If she could just make it there, she might have a chance. Summoning the last of her strength, she put on a desperate burst of speed, her lungs burning. She fumbled with the truck door, finally wrenching it open and throwing herself inside. As she slammed the door shut, she heard the creature let out a bone-chilling roar just outside. Hands shaking, she frantically turned the key in the ignition, the engine roaring to life, throwing the truck into gear. She floored the accelerator, the tires spinning in the mud before finally gaining traction. As she sped away, she caught a glimpse of the creature in her rearview mirror, a massive, shadowy figure that seemed to melt back into the darkness. Sarah drove like a madwoman, her hands gripping the steering wheel so tightly her knuckles turned white. She didn't know where she was going. She just knew she had to get as far away from that thing as possible. The adrenaline coursing through her veins was the only thing keeping her going. Finally, she reached the main road and headed toward the nearest town. Her foot pressed down hard on the gas pedal. As the lights of the town came into view, Sarah finally allowed herself to breathe a shaky sigh of relief. She was safe for now. But the image of those glowing eyes and razor-sharp claws was forever burned into her mind.